Hello, welcome to Noted. Today I want to talk about a question which was asked about when a soft white makes a room feel flat rather than calm. Okay, so I just want to talk about a situation then where we've got a room that is maybe lacking definition, a room that you really want to feel restful, but it ends up where all the neutral colours just kind of blend into each other. So the tip here is to make sure that your whites are chosen intentionally, that there aren't too many of them, and that they are different enough from each other to make an impact. And when I say whites, I also mean neutrals, but I mean the white end of the neutrals. And then we layer in the darker neutrals on top of that, or the mid-tone neutrals on top of that. So first of all, you choose a white that works with the orientation of your room. So whether you've got north, east, south or west facing windows, you would choose a white that would solve any of the problem caused by the that particular light's behavior. But that's a whole other episode. So we choose a white that works with the orientation of your room, and then we drench the room in that white from ceiling to walls to skirting, so that everything is cohesive and your sort of backdrop is the same. And then we layer on top of that something which is going to ground the space. So the next white that you choose would be at least 2 tones more contrast. So I would say darker is traditional. So you might choose something like a Wimborne white to put over your as your canvas, as your backdrop colour. And then you might choose something like a Farrow and Ball old white, which is a sort of a green traditional white, which you might use on your wardrobes to define 2 symmetrical built-in wardrobes, or you might choose to paint it on a chest of drawers that maybe sits beside a double bed in a children's room to define that area, and then there might be a mirror or a picture on top, or you might use it to define a feature wall. However that second colour is used, it needs to be used it needs to play a defining role. So it needs to play a role that is going to support the structure and the dynamics of the space. And then you layer everything else on top, but without using colours according to their roles, you do end up with something that looks blended rather than defined. So I hope that helps. If you want any more advice, if you want any more specific advice on anything that you're having trouble with in your house, bring your photos to Free Friday. I'll add the link below, and I'll do my best to help you in there too.